The Gambia's Truth Commission on Monday continued its mandate of institutional hearings on the National Intelligence Agency after a week-long break. The chairman of the commission, in his opening statement, renewed the commission's commitment to expose the truth of the horrifying treatment that detainees endured at the hands of state agencies of the NIA and other secret torture centers across the country. More of that in this report.
The National Intelligence Agency, which according to many witnesses was a puppet institution administering dubious atrocities authorized by the exiled former President Yahya Jammeh. Today's session begins the 28th session of the Commission's public hearings. So far, 321 witnesses of both victims and perpetrators appear before the Truth-Seeking Commission to give accounts of their ordeals.
As we continue our institutional hearings today, the focus remains the National Intelligence Agency, NIA. In this context, the Commission, since 22nd October 2020, heard testimonies from 51 witnesses comprising 45 victims and 6 perpetrators. The perpetrators confessed to having meted out to their fellow citizens, sometimes with the involvement of the junglers, various forms of torture and abuse. These citizens, some of whom committed no crime whatsoever, were arbitrarily arrested by NIA agents and illegally detained without trial. The tortures were carried out ostensibly to extract confessions, by coercion of course, from the detainees.
Following the testimonies of adversely mentioned persons who served the NIA during Jammeh's 22 years of dictatorial rule, while others continue to serve the country's intelligence service, many claim that the illegal arrest and torture of detainees were done based on orders from senior officers of the NIA. However, the TRRC chairman said there is no room for excuse in meting pain on individuals.
It was clear from the testimonies the Commission heard that the perpetrators weren't the innocent and the ignorant enablers of the dictatorship, as some portrayed themselves to be. They were wicked torturers who willingly brutalized innocent Gambians for money or favor. Some perpetrators gave flimsy excuses that if they did not carry out the superior orders to torture a detainee, they would themselves be tortured. They claimed that they had no choice. But of course, they have a duty not to implement unlawful orders, and no amount of explanation can excuse the cruel and the inhumane treatment they inflicted on their victims.
The Truth, Reconciliation and Reparation Commission began its public hearings in January 2019 to unearth a series of human rights violations that surfaced from 1994 to 2016 from the regime of the former President Yahya Jammeh. The Commission will also consider reparations for the victims of abuses, promote reconciliation, and recommend measures to avert the occurrences of same human abuses. For iAfrica TV, I am Fatoumata Kasim.